Hey everybody, I hope everybody's healing or thinking about healing. I need you to listen closely. I asked Yahweh to do me a favor because I said some people have to know how it feels. You won't stop and you won't change until you know how it feels. So I said, Yahweh, I want you to take a few CEOs for me, and I want you to swap their positions with their employees. I want you to swap their lives with one of their particular employees. And she said she would do it. So the first one up, I said, I want Rick Keys, the CEO of Myers, stripped from everything. I want him to make $15 an hour. And I want him to try to make it to work without a car. And I want him to try to survive off $15 an hour. And I want him to then explain to me feels. And if he's late to Meyer Central Field in Belleville, Michigan, I want Chris, the supervisor, to point him. I want him to do the torture tactics that all these companies come up with to torture their employees, to keep them in line, to keep the slaves in line. So they came up with a torture tactic. Tell them if they late, they're going to get a point. If they get a point, they're going to get fired. You're going to get rolled up. Every day I want somebody to fuck with Rick. I want Maurice to sexually harass Rick Keys. I want him to come to his station and move him from his station to another station, knowing Rick Keys has back issues. And I want him to take his chair from him, and I want him to make Rick stand. And then I want him to come by Rick and try to fuck Rick every hour or so, or maybe every 2 hours. And then I want Maurice to continue to torture him by coming to him saying very negative comments about his work performance. I want Rick to stand there as Maurice comes to his station and just stands there and act like he's writing down something, but he's literally torturing you and staring at you. I want Rick to stand there while Maurice go get all the other dementors at Myers Central Field in Belleville, Michigan, all the other torturers. And I want them to come stand by Rick's station with all his other minions, and I want them to point and laugh real loud. I want them to look at him and giggle. I want Rick to go through the same shit I fucking went through. I want Rick to have surgery, and I want him to go to Myers and say, yeah, I need my medical payments. Now I'm going to have surgery, and I want them to say, we're going to pay you $200 a week so you can get your car repoed and your apartment. You can get evicted from your apartment. I want Rick Keys to know how it fucking feels. And Yahweh says she's going to do it for me. So Rick, get prepared. Another CEO that I want to, for them to know how it feels. I want the CEO of Gleaners, Forgotten Harvest, Fish and Loaves, all the CEOs of the grocery stores who give the stale food. I want all of them to know how it feels. So I want Yahweh to strip them from their positions, and I want Yahweh to put them in a homeless shelter for a little while. And as they go through this homeless shelter, I want Forgotten Harvest to deliver that fucking stale food. And I want the CEO of Forgotten Harvest, I want the CEO of all the grocery stores, I want the CEOs of Gleaners to sit in that fucking homeless shelter and eat that stale fucking food. I want them to deliver it to their homes when they transition out of that homeless shelter. I want Gleaners and Forgotten Harvest and Fish and Loaves to deliver that stale fucking food till he gets sick. And I mean real sick of it. His body gonna shut down. I want them to know how it feels to have stomach cramps from food you just got from a food pantry that said they're here to help you. Another CEO, I asked Yahweh to switch positions with the CEO of GM, Chrysler, and Ford. Every CEO that has ever worked at Chrysler, GM, or Ford, every CEO, I said, I want you to do a swap on their motherfucking life. I want you to switch it with one of them employees. I want the CEO of GM to have to come in every day and get sexually harassed by the supervisor, get propositioned for sex. I want you to come fuck me and I'll give you this money. I want the CEO to feel that, and I want him to come in. I want him to work on that line for 12 hours straight. No cocaine, no pills, no uppers that they sell at GM. I want him to do it drug-free, bitch. And I want him to come in every day and get sexually harassed and get raped on the job and get propositioned on the job, get tortured on the job because he don't do drugs, because he don't want to participate in sex trafficking. I want him to know how it feels to go home and not have seen your children or your spouse for days on end. You don't even have a relationship with your girlfriend. You got that work husband or that work wife because Chrysler got you on the job 18-hour shifts. I want the CEO of Vista Maria to suffer. That's all I told Yahweh. Don't even switch their position. I want every CEO that ever stood a position at Vista Maria to suffer. Don't even give them any position. Don't swap with anybody. All I pray is for suffering. Yahweh said I'm going to do it. Thank you. And it's going to be done. This is not a hypothetical. What if their positions were switched? No, this is going to happen because I said so. Rick Keys, get prepared to know how it fucking feels to have Maurice dick up your motherfucking ass, bitch. And I mean no Vaseline. Because that's how Rick fucked me out of my job at Myers. And he didn't help me when I was being severely, and I mean severely, sexually harassed and tortured. You Christians may get offended. I don't give a flying fuck. Do as to others what is done unto you. I thought that's what y'all Bible said. Y'all love it. Oh, she's so mean. Why would you wish that on somebody? Don't wish that on. I wish hell on half you mother. Cicely, end it. This is not anger. This is passion, you hear? I advocate for the good guy. Y'all don't understand it until you have known how it feels. Everybody wants you to be this humble, simple motherfucker. Yeah, let them slap you and beat you and torture you and just pray to Jesus and he'll take it away. No, I'm going to beat your ass back. And then I'm going to wait for Jesus to get here and I'm going to say, this is what I did to this motherfucker. What took you so long? Wake up call. He's not parting the sky and coming. He has already been here and completed his part of the mission. I don't know how many times I'm going to tell y'all that. And y'all keep saying he's coming back. I don't know if y'all waiting on the black Jesus, the white Jesus, the Korean Jesus, or what Marvin Harris at More Light Missionary Baptist Church in Ecorse, Michigan calls the multicolored Jesus. This is 4 Jesuses I was taught about in my lifetime. A white Jesus, a black Jesus, a Korean Jesus, and a multicolored Jesus. Which one is you niggas coming with? When they do the hologram of the fake Jesus parting the sky, run the opposite direction. And don't forget that Danielle told you this. I love y'all. Help us rescue the infants, the children, the teens, the adults, and the animals out of the sex trade. Help me rescue the homeless people out of the Wayne Metropolitan Community Action Agency homeless shelter in River Rouge, where they where they give out the stale food from gleaners to the homeless. Those homeless are being tortured in that shelter and sexually harassed. Help us rescue the individuals who are trapped in the plants at GM, Chrysler, and Ford, who are being sex trafficked, sexually harassed there, tortured there, and allowed to sell drugs right on the premises. The CEOs and the supervisors are in on it. I love y'all.